In 1974, President Richard Nixon resigned in disgrace, marking one of the most pivotal moments in American history. The Watergate scandal shook the foundations of democracy and led to major reforms in government accountability. Fast forward to 2025, and another American president, Donald Trump, finds his administration embroiled in controversies that some argue go even further in testing the resilience of American democracy. Today, we'll dive deep into the parallels and differences between these two administrations, exploring how their actions challenge the legal and constitutional frameworks of the United States. From executive overreach to civil service protections and judicial interventions, this comparison sheds light on the evolving nature of governance and the rule of law in the United States. Let's start by examining executive overreach, a recurring theme in both administrations. During Nixon's presidency, the Watergate scandal began with a break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters. The subsequent cover-up revealed abuses of power, including the misuse of federal agencies to target political enemies. Nixon's actions not only led to his resignation, but also prompted sweeping reforms, such as the Ethics in Government Act, aimed at increasing transparency and accountability. In contrast, the Trump administration of 2025 has taken executive overreach to new heights. For example, Trump's attempt to dismantle the Department of Education without congressional approval was blocked by a federal appeals court, highlighting the limits of presidential authority. Additionally, the dismissal of inspectors general across multiple federal agencies has raised alarms about the erosion of government oversight. Critics argue that these actions threaten the balance of power enshrined in the Constitution and undermine public trust in democratic institutions. Under Nixon, while abuses of power occurred, the administration largely operated within the existing civil service framework. The post-Watergate era saw reforms designed to protect federal employees and ensure accountability. These measures were intended to prevent future administrations from exploiting the civil service for political purposes. By 2025, the Trump administration's approach to civil service protections has sparked significant controversy. A new rule, proposed by the Office of Personnel Management, seeks to expedite the firing of federal employees accused of misconduct. While proponents argue that this streamlines government operations, critics warn that it undermines due process and risks politicizing the federal workforce. Legal challenges have already emerged, with courts stepping in to safeguard the rights of federal employees in the absence of functioning oversight agencies. This ongoing struggle highlights the tension between efficiency and fairness in governance. During Nixon's presidency, affirmative action policies began to take root, marking a significant step forward in addressing systemic inequalities. These initiatives, while controversial, reflected a broader commitment to civil rights and social progress. In stark contrast, the Trump administration in 2025 has sought to dismantle DEI programs across the federal government. Executive order titled Ending Illegal Discrimination and Restoring Merit-Based Opportunity, which revoked affirmative action requirements for federal contractors, has effectively ended DEI initiatives within federal agencies. Civil rights organizations have challenged this move in court, arguing that it violates principles of free speech and equal protection. The rollback of these programs raises important questions about the federal government's role in promoting diversity and inclusion in the workplace. The judiciary has played a crucial role in addressing the actions of both administrations. During Nixon's presidency, the Supreme Court's unanimous decision in United States v. Nixon compelled the president to release tape recordings that ultimately led to his resignation. This landmark ruling reinforced the principle that no one, not even the president, is above the law. In the Trump era, federal courts have similarly acted as a check on executive power. For instance, injunctions have been issued against the dismantling of the Department of Education, and orders have been made to reinstate AmeriCorps grants in multiple states. These decisions underscore the judiciary's vital role in maintaining the rule of law and protecting the integrity of federal institutions. However, the sheer volume of legal challenges against the Trump administration has raised concerns about the courts being overwhelmed and the potential for partisan influences on judicial rulings. Both the Nixon and Trump administrations highlight the fragility of democratic governance in the face of executive overreach. However, The scope and scale of the controversies under Trump in 2025 suggest a deeper confrontation with democratic principles. The dismantling of federal institutions, attacks on oversight mechanisms, and rollback of civil rights initiatives represent a significant departure from the norms established in the post-Watergate era. Moreover, these challenges come at a time when public trust in government is already at historic lows. The actions of the Trump administration have sparked debates about the need for systemic reforms to safeguard democracy. Proposals range from strengthening the independence of oversight agencies to revisiting the balance of powers between the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. The stories of Nixon and Trump are more than scandals. They're lessons in the fragility of democracy. Nixon's resignation showed accountability is possible. The system can work if people defend it. Today, the challenge is broader. Democracy requires active participation from all of us. The Constitution's power comes from those who uphold it: judges, public servants, journalists, and citizens. This is a call to vigilance, not despair. Safeguarding democracy means paying attention, supporting institutions, and voting. Democracy is not a spectator sport. It's something we must do every day. The future rests in our hands. Our responsibility is to protect, defend, and strengthen our republic. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going about the importance of upholding democratic values in challenging times. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.